to the Designated Sports Drinkers. Welcome back. I just want to throw out, sorry for the late videos. I'm sorry for how last week ended. I drank way too much.
By the way, Skylar, I'm Jordan.
We're your hosts. I'm Skylar, this is Jordan. I'm the one who ended our podcast abruptly by puking a lot.
Oh, yeah.
That's on me.
That's awesome.
I was drinking more than I should have. Going back and editing through those videos, I was drinking when I was drinking. I mean, we are the drinkers, right? We're the sports drinkers.
Yeah, we do drink. But
So we decided to go a little beer. This week we got some Voodoo Ranger. If you had Voodoo Ranger, well, you know, things are about to get twisted anyway.
Not a fan, but here we go, guys.
This video we were recording before the Super Bowl will come out after the Super Bowl.
So this is just our,
I think we got, 2 hours till the Super Bowl starts. But
yeah,
we're here. We love you guys. We are rocking and rolling. If you stuck with us this long, hell yeah, man.
We got a lot to talk about today. A lot.
Once again, welcome to the Designated Sports Drinkers. We're the only thing we care more about sports is getting fucked up. Anyway, what's on the menu today?
Well, there was a lot going on in football, but we're gonna wait on that for a bit, and we're gonna talk a little bit about baseball. Not much is going on, but
Save the best for last. Leave football at the end there, cause
not much going on in baseball at the moment, but there are like signings that have gone on that are huge, like Brandon Donovan.
Oh man, Brandon Donovan.
We got that trade.
I remember when I got the
For
notification in my phone. He's the first guy I text. We're getting Brandon Donovan, and he's like, "Where are you getting this information from?" And I got ESPN. Luckily, sent me a notification. But
yeah, so Brandon Donovan from the Cardinals to Seattle for 3 picks, 3 prospects. 3 prospects and a couple draft picks. I assume, if I read it right, 2 draft picks. I'm not sure what kind of draft picks, but the 3 prospects were in our top 15, and one of them was a switch pitcher. I was looking forward to, but now that guy.
My problem with switch
as well as
pitching
Ben.
is you don't know if that guy's gonna be. You know, 'cause switch pitching it worked in college, maybe it definitely worked in high school. Going to the pros, it might work in AA, it might work in AAA, but things that work in AA and AAA don't always work in the.
It was a 3-team trade, by the way. We also gave Ben Williamson to Tampa, so
that one disappointed me. This last year, watching Ben Williamson play defense, that kid's gonna win a Gold Glove.
Yeah, he is.
If he's gonna be consistent enough to be a solid bat in the pros, that's the reason we went and got Suarez. That the Mariners went and got Suarez. Thank God they didn't bring him back. No offense to you, Henio, if you see this, but I don't like watching you strike out.
Freaking the Tigers, how close they were from where they were. They probably thought, yeah, their bats could have been better, but at the end, if they had better pitching at the end, they would have beat us for sure.
If they didn't have
series.
one good pitcher,
and
Tariq Skubal is insane.
And they have now gone even further and have signed Framber Valdez for a 3-year, a $150 million contract or deal.
That's insane, dude. They were already scary the last 2 years, especially last year. Last year they really went into their flow of things, and they can be a real threat to the Mariners this upcoming year. What are they in the Central? AL Central?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably win the Central, honestly. I think they won it last year anyway.
They did. No. Did they? Yeah, they did.
Who else in the Central? God, I'm going to get their name up. The Guardians. I was almost at the other name. The Guardians. I think they were in the Central too, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
But yeah.
I'm tired. That goes with the rest of this whole last week thing. I not slept good at all. That's why the videos are coming out late. But yeah, the Tigers will be a big threat to baseball next year again. I don't think they've lost many pieces. That they're in the build mode right now, kind of like the Mariners are, just trying to get over that hump. Yeah, I think hopefully there'll be a team out there that can actually push the Dodgers away.
They also got a Skubal with his arbitration. He got his money. Skubal was getting $32 million instead of $16 million, so he got his way.
$32 million.
Yeah, for 2026. Yeah, so that's gonna be good. And not much more. Goldschmidt is the thing about giving him another year.
Oh, so didn't he officially sign that deal?
I don't know. I'm not sure if it's official yet. They were saying,
right?
yeah, they were going to. Not sure if it's official, but they are talking about it still. No money related yet on what he's getting, but another year, Goldschmidt.
Yeah, he's getting old though, so he can continue to be a threat, or the Yankees just signing his name. Yeah, that's the real question.
We also have the World Classics coming up here in a few weeks or a week and a half or so.
Speaking of the Mariners, they have the most players going into the American team.
There you go.
For the World Baseball Classic. So
it's gonna be nice. I'm excited for it.
I am actually excited for it too. Speaking of Olympic style sports, I watched the Olympics this morning and last night. Saw a Olympic skier. Can't remember her name for the life of me right now, which sucks. I had it written down. Forgot to bring it. She broke her leg this morning. She fell and broke her leg. She was skiing on a torn ACL, and she broke her leg this morning.
Damn.
They had a helicopter out. She went into surgery immediately. She's okay, thank God. You know,
that's good.
Yeah, I hate to see somebody actually get hurt.
Jeez.
But yeah, no, Japan and China, they're running the board right now in the Olympics. Yeah.
They always do well. Yeah. Japan.
No, there's reasons. I mean, no, it's cool. I mean, it's awesome. I think the U.S. we had the what is it called? The trick competition with the snowboarders, and we had a 17-year-old kid come in 4th place. It's pretty cool.
That's nice.
He was, yeah, except for Japan and China obviously knocked him. He was in like 2nd, and then bumped him down to 4th. So he was doing pretty good. And then I watched the ice skating, dancing stuff. Yeah, not a fan. Almost fell asleep. Couldn't do it. Trust me. Even if I fell, I couldn't do it. You know, I couldn't accidentally do what they were doing. Yeah, the Olympics still going on. Gonna be fun. The female hockey Olympics started. The United States, when I checked, we had won 2 games already in the preliminary rounds. So, doing great. I haven't been paying much attention to other countries. Not worried about it until we have Canada either next week or later this week. I can't remember. The men's Olympic games for hockey doesn't start until, I think, Friday next week, which is going to be a lot of fun. Hockey they just hit the Olympic break, I believe, like 2 days ago, which is awesome. Everybody's moving on. The Kraken, our team, we don't have a lot of American players, and the ones we do are not Olympic level players. But we do have Olympic level players. They're gonna go play for their countries. Capo Kakko. That is the funniest name on the Kraken. That's his actual name. He's from Finland. My wife was surprised when she read last night that Capo Kakko was going to go play for Finland. I asked her, do you think he plays for the United States? She said, well, he lives here, doesn't he? I'm like, yeah, but he's not from here. He's going to go home and play for his home team. You know what I mean? He's going to go rep his country. But, yeah, and then, I don't know if this doubles down as like an all-star break for them. No idea.
Not a clue.
I did read things on, they were giving the first star players. I don't know, I'm still learning a lot about hockey. Love it, love watching the game.
Yeah, we could get into the top players, since there's a break, we can get into the top teams, that are listed.
Let's dive into the divisions and see what the
we got on the West Conference side, we have the Central Division. The top 4, we have the Avalanche, Wild, Stars, and Mammoth. So
The Mammoth, that's the newest hockey team in the league right now, the Utah Mammoth.
the first year.
Yeah,
And
well,
they're,
I think I believe it's their second year. Last year they were the Utah hockey team.
And they have a good record league wise, like win to loss ratio compared to the next person down. So they're sitting perfect where they are, if that's the case. So
It's crazy to me, like the Golden Knights came in, right, and they immediately went to the Stanley Cup. We had the Kraken. We came in. We didn't do well our first year, but our second year went pretty far in the playoffs.
yeah.
And now we're struggling to get back. And then the Utah Mammoth, they're starting to look good already. It's
Yeah,
their
yeah,
second year.
we're looking good right now in the Pacific. We're in third right now. They got the Golden Knights, you got the Oilers, Krakens, and then the Ducks. I hate the Ducks.
Yeah. Fuck the Ducks, man. Go back to Anaheim.
They've
stay
beaten
there.
us both times, Krakens, both on the road and at home with the same score.
Yeah, I will say this: there's only 3 teams in hockey that I'm starting to dislike: the Anaheim Ducks, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, and the Dallas Stars. Because I feel like every time Seattle goes to the playoffs, they meet up with the Dallas Stars.
Golden Knights have been like here for a while though. They've been here for like years. It just never dropped.
Since their existence,
Yeah,
since
they
they were
just never-
created,
they
like
never
6 years
dropped.
ago,
They never
10
dropped.
years ago, something like that.
All right. Well, on the Eastern Conference side, we have the Atlantic Division. We have the Lightning, the Canadians.
Or Canadians, yes.
The way it has
the Montreal Canadiens,
The
yes.
Red Wings, Sabres, the Bruins, the Senators.
You said the Sabres?
Yeah. Well, the Sabres is. I don't know how to pronounce. I'm sorry. How do you pronounce?
What is it? The Sabres?
Sabres.
The Sabres. The Sabres.
My apologies, Sabres. They are in the fourth. They are the last in the. So yeah, the Lightnings, Canadians, Red Wings, and Sabres.
I'm just gonna reiterate this. We're just starting to really
This
get
is
into
great.
hockey. So he's never seen the Sabres play.
I have not seen any of these players or teams play.
So
Other than the Golden Knights and the Ducks, I've seen them play
if
several times.
you
Those
see
two
their
teams
logo,
I've
it's
played,
a
I've seen them
saber-tooth
play.
tiger. That's the only reason you would click in your head if you saw like their.
Yeah, I only have like a couple teams.
Or,
I've
actually,
seen.
I don't think their logo's even that.
I've seen the Maple Leafs. And
Oh,
they're
you
way
see
down
the
there.
blue leaf?
Yeah, they're way down there though, so they can't even talk about them.
Yeah. You're from Canada and you're not winning your division. What? Why?
On the other division, we have the Hurricanes, Penguins, the Islanders.
You the Islanders. The New York Islanders.
The Islanders, Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets. They actually surprised me this year a little bit. You know,
The Blue Jackets.
Yeah, the Blue Jackets.
The blue team built. See, that's
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
We might face them once a year. See, this
But
is insane.
You got an interesting spot, but they're barely hanging on. They're clenching like their butt cheeks if you laugh for this.
Yeah, well, when there's bad teams in hockey, they're bad. It's like basketball. I mean, when the team is bad, they're bad.
Mm.
The thing that hockey has that basketball doesn't is they're not like, hey, we have super teams. We're going to trade all these big, great players to one team, and they're going to be there for 5 years. They're going to win 5 straight NBA finals, and then they're all going to suck and go to different teams because they're all big-headed. Hockey doesn't have that.
Yeah, you're one and done at times. You do good or you don't.
Yeah, I mean, yes, we know the last year, the Florida Panthers won the last 2 Stanley Cups, which is cool for them. It's great.
How about they stop?
Yeah, now it's time for the Kraken to move on in.
Yeah, cracking down.
We
They're
are
playing
gonna
well. We just have to beat the Ducks.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll get lucky and the Ducks will inch their way out of the playoff race, and we don't have to worry about that.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, if we look at the standings, okay, yeah, that's probably not going to happen. The Kings are, yeah, okay. The Ducks probably have the 4th spot unless they drastically just, like, should have been. So,
Exactly. Go hockey, go. Go Kraken.
how many more games? How much more of the games do we have left for the season?
For the Kraken. So there's 82 games.
And people have days off different.
It's kind of broken down like it's broken down like basketball. There's no series until you get to the playoffs.
So they're halfway through basically.
It's not, I believe so. I believe that's not the halfway mark. Cause I think it is their All-Star break.
Yeah. All right. So
Because they're gonna do that. They're gonna do that badass game they did in Seattle a couple years ago, where they had the ice rink outside. They play a game outside. Yeah, that cool as I can't remember what it's called right now, but that is the coolest thing in hockey. They did it here in Seattle, and if you live in Seattle, you know that yes, it gets cold, but it's not cold enough to keep an ice rink frozen. For even winter, it rains way too much. But they were able in T-Mobile Park to put an ice rink with the stadium open, not closed. Keep it cold, have fans all over. It was cool. It looked badass. Yeah. I wish I could have gone, but of course everything under the sun right now is
keep it maintained when it's.
Well, that's why they do it for one day. Because then they got to do it hard for one day. They find the one day it's not supposed to rain.
Yeah.
But even in Seattle, that's hard to do.
Well, that's pretty much all we got on hockey, unless you got anything else left.
No, I'm sorry that we're not into basketball. I know basketball, because I get all of the updates on every sport.
It's a lot of work in progress.
But yeah, well, basketball, one, we don't have a team here. We're still butthurt about the Sonics leaving.
Oh, yeah. I was actually ready to try to get into basketball, but hasn't responded.
Every year I try
for another team.
And when you play 4 quarters of a sport, nothing matters until the 4th quarter, but you're scoring 500,000 points a game. It's really hard for me to get in. You know, I like sports like hockey, where 1 goal is enough to win it, or baseball, where 1 run is enough, or football, where a field goal could win you the damn game. Basketball, you're not going to hit a 3-pointer and win the game 3-0. It's not happening. You know what I mean? Defense in basketball, you can say, "Oh, I play great defense." You're a liar.
You're a big bad liar.
You have a great defensive plays, but great defense in basketball? No, I don't think so.
No one has a good defense in basketball. Though. It just score. Most of the time, I see 90s to over 100.
Oh yeah, when you're winning 100 to 90, that you gave up.
Where's the 60-point games? I want to see those games.
I want to see someone win 120 to 60. Then you can tell me you have a good defense. I believe it. You gave up 60 points. You're gonna give up points in basketball. That's what we're kind of getting at. I mean, that's
why I said 63. Or you can go 67.
Or 6, 7. That was time perfectly. That was crazy. That was not choreographed in any way. That was complete accident.
That's going in.
All right. Well, let's move on to the greatest sport in the world.
Yeah, we are.
We're talking about American football.
Yeah, let's get it. This is awesome. I'm excited. Let's talk about. We already talked about it last week, but we're gonna say it again anyways. Who do you want to win for the Super Bowl?
Let's go, Hawks. Let's go. See
Hawks!
Oh my God, I'm screwed up.
That's all we got.
Yeah, let's go, Seahawks. My wife asked me last night would I be disappointed if the Seahawks lose. I said no, I wouldn't care because I'm a Cowboys fan. But honestly, I'll be disappointed. I mean, it's cool to see.
I mean, people want to go ahead. Okay.
It's cool to see the state itself. Everybody, you see people like just driving here today. Everybody's in Seahawks gear. Whether it's just a hat, a shirt.
My boss threw a party at my work the other day. Just because he was rocking, he's like, "Yep, I'm doing the Super Bowl. We're doing burgers and everything."
That's awesome. Hell, at my work, at the end of every sentence, my boss would just say, "Go Hawks," and it's annoying because he talks a lot. At the end of every sentence, like, "Skylar, I need you to go do this. Go Hawks." All right, I got it. You're a Hawks fan. But decked out in Seattle gear the entire time. I mean, it's cool. It's really cool to see the togetherness of people. Especially, we just had the Mariners go as far as they did.
Yeah. Then
we get the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. This is the first time in history for Seattle that the Mariners and the Seahawks went to the championship game
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's never happened.
And
Well,
then we
obviously,
can get
Danner's
the
first time,
Krakens in the playoffs too. This will be like the best like year or two ever.
Then they just
Yeah,
give the Larry O'Brien Trophy to Seattle for just being good enough. They're like, hey, you don't have a basketball team, but here you go. And then we, then we feel really good about it.
So who is rooting? Who's rocking the halftime show? Who's
The
rocking?
halftime show, we got Bad Bunny, and I heard Kid Rock. The Kid Rock one, I hope so. They give us a little something other than Bad Bunny. Nothing gets Bad Money. Bad Bunny. He plays good music. I've heard his music. I'm a wrestling fan. I watch wrestling with my kids and professional wrestling. And he did the professional wrestling thing for a little bit. I have mad respect for him. He's got good music. I can't understand half of it because I don't speak Spanish. That's not his fault. But I'm hoping the halftime show isn't all in Spanish because you remember was that last year or the year before when they had Eminem and all the guys in LA do the halftime show? There was so much hate for it, and as younger guys, I think last year was Kendrick Lamar. My parents are in their 50s, they're almost in their 60s, and they bitched about. They watched Super Bowl. They love football. They bitched about the halftime show last year because of there was the disconnect. You know what I really want for a halftime show? Metallica. Give me some Metallica.
Give me some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Get hyped for the game.
Exactly.
For the second half of the game.
Yeah, fucking break my neck from headbanging. Guys coming out. And
yeah, you want to lose your voice and have a concert at the same time. Have kink neck the next day. That's it.
Exactly. But I believe it'll be a good show. I mean, it's always a good show. I did also hear rumors that Taylor Swift's supposed to make an appearance, but I don't know where they're going to fit her in with a Spanish-speaking rapper. It doesn't make too much sense, but she hops music genres all the time.
Mm-hmm.
She's a hippity hopper. She's a bunny. She's the bunny. She's gonna do the bunny. And maybe she won't because her boyfriend or fiance is in the Super Bowl for the first time.
Yeah. Guess what? It's not even his fault.
No, their team just sucked.
They just couldn't do anything to help him. Anyways, I kind of wanted to talk about some of the rumors that have been going on. There's only a couple that I wanted to talk about. Like, for the Cowboys, they have George Pickens. They're thinking about, they don't know what they're thinking, but they may think of a tag in trade. And I'm thinking that's a possible thing because I've been reading up, they have over salary cap of almost, $30 million of salary cap? Over?
They're over 30 million?
So they may be thinking of like a tag and trade, you know what I mean? So they can have that $100 million, have that extra cash to spend over the 2 years to him instead of, What do you think about that? What do you think?
That hurts, but honestly, George Pickens did great, especially when CD went down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me. But our defense needs so much work. So much work. Getting rid of Micah Parsons hurt. But I think it gave us the step in the right... Because he himself, the amount of money he wanted was insane. So we were going to have to do something dramatic anyway.
How much was it that he was asking?
Oh, he's the highest paid linebacker.
Oh, so he's asking for the most.
Yeah, and the Packers gave it to him because they're not paying anybody. They have nobody. They have a bunch of nobodies, which is great for the Packers. But for Dallas, we got CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott, and then trying to keep Micah Parsons. It's a big ask, and we did. We tried, and yes, trust me, I hate Jerry Jones. Oh, good God, I hate him. But he's a businessman. He knows what his team needs money-wise. And he's done controversial things before. He fired Tom Landry, the greatest Cowboys coach ever. And we won 3 Super Bowls after that. He traded Herschel Walker. And we got Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin and Troy Aikman out of it. So, really hard to argue with someone with a history like that. But it's been 25 years. So, there's also that. Anyway, let's move on to the next one before I get too dramatic.
The next thing I wanted to talk about was the rumor that it's not really a rumor. It's already going to happen. The Dolphins are probably going to move out on with quarterback Tua. Tua's not going to be playing since he got halfway through the season last year. He got benched, and he was even saying that he wanted a fresh start, like a new fresh start. So like they're on board getting rid of him, and they're actually going to probably cut him, just straight up cut him. Just save the money. It's just all about money. So they're just gonna cut him. He's fine with it,
Yeah, well, that's eating the money.
I feel like that's probably the best thing to do because for him is to get out.
Where does Tua end up? Where do you think Tua could? Where is he gonna take his talents to? Because
the Saints or the Falcons.
Well, the Saints, I believe it was their quarterback that won the Rookie of the Year.
Oh, is he? I did.
I think so. I could be wrong.
Then Falcons.
The Falcons, I could see because
all
they have Kirk Coaching.
They got new everything this offseason.
Michael Penix tore his ACL.
They got new head coach, I believe. They got a new offensive and defensive coordinator. They even put Matt Ryan as the president of
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they're doing everything right now. So I wouldn't see why not they move on and try to actually push for a guy like Tua.
Well, what teams need quarterback? The Jets need a quarterback.
Yeah, Jets. Let's see. I got here. The Jets. Possibly the Cardinals, maybe, or maybe
the Cardinals,
the
Steelers.
maybe the Steelers.
If Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. I was looking at my list of offensive coordinators that happened, and I'm like, yeah, maybe their quarterbacks need a tweak as well. I'm like, yeah, these.
Yeah. Well, when you get a fresh start like that, you have to pick and choose.
Mm-hmm.
But and Miami, they're not lost without Tua. They had Quinn Ewers, who was drafted, I think last year, or maybe the year before that, from Texas, and he was pretty good for Texas. Not that he was God or anything, but he was pretty good. They got to see a little bit of him at the end of the regular season when they benched Tua.
Yeah,
but he didn't show any flashes. But when you don't practice with the starting offense. If you're not practicing with the starting offense, you're taking reps as they come, or you're running the scout defense.
You have to learn it while you're doing it instead of already done it, and.
Exactly, and timing is a thing with everything. Handing the ball off to a running back is timing. Throwing the ball on quick slant routes is timing.
Who's the defensive coordinator for the Packers? Because that is the new defensive coordinator for the Dolphins. You know who that is? I keep forgetting his name.
What's his Jordan something? It's not because I'm looking at it.
Yeah, but...
What is it, Jordan something? Or something Jordan.
The Packers defensive coordinator is now the defensive coordinator for the Dolphins. So that could probably help them out a bit. I mean, they struggled heavily on defense last year.
I think they struggled.
Like in certain situations, yeah. Not like the whole time, and like in certain situations.
It doesn't help that in their division. So they were the third best team in their division because the Jets will forever be the worst. The Pats and the Pats were all of a sudden good again.
Yeah.
And the Bills are the Bills. And the Bills ended with a 9-8 record or something like that. They were just above average, but they were still way better than the Dolphins.
For sure. All right, we're gonna talk about a couple more hires for coaching. Yeah, there's been a few. There's been a few actually. The Raiders. You've already heard probably about the Raiders, but they're thinking probably after the Super Bowl is probably going to happen, and I don't know how that's going to go. I mean, they don't have Pete Carroll anymore, so
one and done.
So it's probably an up for them, huge up, So that's good for the Raiders, I guess.
Yeah, good for you, Raiders Nation. Another new coach and probably a new quarterback. God, for you guys, I pray. Geno Smith is not the answer. I'm sure you guys figured that out.
Yeah, and the Cardinals made a move.
Yeah.
Got hired a head coach. It was I think it was the offensive coordinator, Mike LaFleur.
Mike LaFleur, Matt LaFleur's brother.
Yeah.
The Packers head coach's brother. Yep.
He'll be the new head coach for the Cardinals.
What a fucking job, dude. The big question for the Cardinals is who's playing quarterback. Are they going to keep Kyler? Are they going to move on? Are they going to? They need to figure it
out. They do. They need to figure out.
Offensively, it's a fucking mess. And
they're trying to make moves while not like addressing the problems, and that's a big deal.
Yeah, I don't want to be a heightist or anything, but if you're under 6 feet tall, I apologize. Or actually, if you're under 5'10", you probably shouldn't play quarterback. If Call of Duty is more important than reading your playbook or watching film, you probably
Hey,
shouldn't
my
play
reaction
quarterback.
time in Call of Duty could help me in
Yeah, that's not the only thing that's helped him. The only reason he's a starter. It's the only reason he got.
And you're dropping the ball because your hands like this because they're playing gaming.
And I've never watched him stream, but he's probably not very good. I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna go back. We're gonna get into some of the offensive and defensive coordinators. I'm not gonna name a lot of them. Probably all of them. I'm just gonna name probably the teams that are changing. So like the Dolphins, Ravens, Titans are hiring new defensive coordinators. They have their new defensive coordinators.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
All teams are absolutely one.
And then you got the offensive coordinators. You have the Giants, Jets, Steelers, and Cardinals. They got new offensive coordinators.
The Steelers one, dude. I don't know how you can be a bad offense coordinator with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
Because you're that bad. I mean, you're just not good at putting out play calls or like setting up the line properly or something.
With a guy like Aaron, all you gotta do is ask him what is your favorite plays in my playbook. He goes, this one. Call those ones.
So I think this one's gonna work, and he does that one.
Exactly. He's like, all right, so I'm never calling any of those plays. We're only gonna call the plays you hate because Rodgers, fuck you. Go hide in a dark cave again.
Well, the 49ers, they also made a move. The 49ers, hopefully this doesn't do well for them. But, Raheem Morris is their new defensive.
Oh, yeah, I was like, what do they need?
Defensive
yeah,
coordinator.
You're right. He was defense coordinator before he was the Falcons head coach. And I can't remember.
Yeah, former Falcons head coach.
I can't remember.
Who else? Yeah.
I can't remember who it was for. Maybe it was the Buccaneers. I don't know.
Was it not the Colts? Could it not have been the Colts?
Maybe. I could be way off. I don't know. I know he was defense coordinator.
I don't know. Someone on this list was like went from the Colts to the Falcons, and then maybe it was him. I'm not sure. But yeah, there's a lot of offensive and defensive coordinators going out right now. That's crazy. Like there's a lot of switch this week. A lot of fucking.
It was quiet because I thought a lot of head coaches got fired, but then they did. Don't get me wrong, but so did coordinators. A lot of them are just switching coordinators. Like it's gonna fix the issue.
Yeah, instead of adjusting like players or they just think it's the coordinator's fault, and then they keep changing every year or something.
Well, in some ways, it could be that could be the exact problem.
Mm-hmm.
When you switch too many off, when you have a different coordinator every year, it makes life harder.
Yeah.
You need a guy that it's like timing. Like I said with fucking playing with people. Same thing with someone calling plays for you. They got to know what you're good at and how they can watch tape on you all day long, but getting to know you is a big part of understanding what to call. All that fun jazz.
Yeah.
It's like if I have Tom Brady and I'm running play action passes with him running out to the right constantly, or even to the left, right? 1, Tom Brady's slow. 2, he's not left-handed, so I force him to do something he's not comfortable with.
All right. We're gonna get into for our fun topic. We're gonna get into the awards, the end of the year awards. I'm excited about this one. We got a lot of info we could talk about. A lot of info I didn't know because I don't have them in my brain. So it's kind of awesome to know all these things.
That and the Hall of Fame, I think, that were all very surprising and deserving. And the Hall of Fame made me feel old. Say that.
So we're gonna start with the player of the year, coach of the year, MVP, and all that. So MVP, Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford.
He deserved all of that shit.
Just over 4,700 yards passing. That's pretty fucking good. He averaged per game 276, 77 yards
That's
a game.
insane. Yeah.
That's really good. Yeah, with 46 touchdowns and only 8 interceptions. And that, my friend, is how you get far like that.
Led the league in, I believe, passing yards and passing touchdowns.
Yes. Second in passer rating, a 109. He was first in first downs, completing first downs, and then as well as number one offense, basically So they were basically just dominant.
What that tells you is how dominant Seattle's defense is, because
to be able to stop that,
yeah,
it's very difficult.
well, Seattle's
to stop an
proven
MVP,
that.
it's proven that they are the team to be there.
Yeah, and not just an MVP who's already faced you twice.
Mm-hmm.
Going to his third game against you, and yeah, he did.
Should have won that second game, but they didn't. And then guess what? The third one, they just couldn't do it again.
We're not saying they shut him down. They didn't. They survived.
Yeah.
They
They survived.
They
He
played
played
well
well
enough to survive, and there was lots of shots in the foot. They were trying to screw themselves over. Tree pulling, flexing on the sideline at the end of the game, things like that. But Seattle pulled it out against the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Well deserved. Good job, Stafford. I'll agree to that.
All right. We're gonna go for we have the coach of the year, and we already know the coach of the year.
It's insane to me because
It's a two-parter for me, but yeah. Go for it.
I think he deserved it. But at the same time, Kyle Shanahan.
Mike Vrabel, man, is that good?
Yep. Vrabel was great. Right?
Yeah. This is two-part because we're talking about the assistant coach as well, and we're talking about Josh McDaniels on the same team.
McDaniels.
Yeah,
awesome
assistant coach. He got the assistant coach of the year as well. So that team deserves to be in there.
I like Mike Vrabel deserved it. Like I said, I do think Kyle Shanahan should have came out with the coach of the year. He took a broken down, just dead Niners team.
Yeah.
To a playoff run. They were third in the NFC West, which is the toughest division in football. No matter, I don't care who you are, what team you vote for. The NFC West is the division to beat.
There's a stat that probably contemplates on why this happened. He had 10 wins and 10 win increase from prior year, and that is the most as any head coach on his first year has ever had.
Yeah, like I said,
in history. And that right there, as I think, was a sealed done deal on
why
sense. He got it, is because of the going from 4-13 to 13-4 is and being that biggest gap ever is the reason why I think he deserved it. Yeah. Because to bring from last year, it's very difficult. It's probably even more difficult to play through a season broken and get there. But for what he did and how broken they were for the last 2-3 years and do this is incredible.
As his first year as the head coach.
It's the first year, yeah.
They passed the Super Bowl, which it could be. I think the first time this ever happened. I don't know. I have no idea. But good job, Vrabel. You deserve it too.
Good job, man. How about that comeback player of the year, man? McCaffrey.
Yeah, good for him. All those surgeries and stuff last year. I thought his career was over last year, honestly.
I had a feeling he was gonna get it. He had
he fucking dominated. He went right back to being who he was before injury. So, and when the Niners got him, I was scared. Like, oh god, he's gonna dominate the league. But then he was hurt all the time. No, he found that perfect German doctor. Got his calves all fixed up. And now he's doing fantastic. So, good for you, McCaffrey. Well deserved comeback player here. I couldn't think of another player who deserves it more than him.
He had. I couldn't think anybody else who deserved it more than him because I felt like he was out there so many times. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When it needed. Yeah, that was nice. How about JSN? JSN of the offensive player of the
So
year.
before we dig into JSN, did you watch the ESPY Awards at all?
I did not. I was busy
Okay,
working.
so they had Drewski. Do you know who Drewski is? He's he's a black comedian, right?
Mm.
And Njigba is JSN's last name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Smith Njigba. Now, Drewski being a comedian and of the same color, dropped a word on live TV trying to say his last name, and I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but I think it was Barry Sanders was giving the award with him. And Barry Sanders looked at him like he was going to fucking punch him in the face when they go backstage.
That's why you say JSN. There's a reason why people say JSN.
He said the name right, then he said it wrong, then he said the N-word, and then he said JSN. And
yeah, you should have stopped when you said it wrong.
that's the problem with...
Instead, he tried to do it again, and he said...
some comedians who, like... I
Oh
love
my
comedy,
God.
I love comedy to death, but some comedians... Like, that I think that was the wrong place and the wrong time, you know what I mean?
He was,
But...
he was topping yards, top yards, 1,700, almost 1,800 on 119 catches with 10 touchdowns. So that's fucking crazy. I thought he'd have more than 10, to be honest. But yeah, that's not bad though.
No, and I believe he broke every Seattle Seahawk receiving record, all held by what the hell is that guy's name? I can't think. The white receiver from way back in the day, one number 80. Can't remember his name right now. I do know his name. I'm just tired. Can't remember his name right now at all. Drafted by the Houston Astros to the Seahawks. One of the greatest receivers ever play. More 80 because his biggest favorite player was Jerry Rice. Can't remember it right now. Anyway, JSN broke all his records, I believe, for a single season, which is crazy. Go JSN.
Yeah, wasn't he like right behind Jerry or something like that?
No, he's because right behind Jerry is Terrell Owens and Randy Moss. Receiving record wise, it's those three, and
Gotcha.
then Tony Gonzalez and Jason Witten. Torrey Holt. You have to think of all these other big ass names that are out there.
Yeah, looking at these player of the years and all that, it's like really getting me to think on certain teams how good they were, because without even thinking how good they were, because how they didn't make it. Like the Browns. Browns, they have a linebacker and a defensive end in here as players of the years and all that. You know what I mean? Like, was it?
Myles Garrett broke.
Miles Garrett, defensive player of the year. Yeah,
broke
single record.
Broke
22.5 to 23 sacks. Yep.
Broke Michael Strahan's sack record.
33 tackles for losses, 60 tackles, 39 quarterback hits. Man, that's fucking crazy.
Insane.
That is fucking wild in my mind, dude. I mean,
It's so sad that his career is going to go to waste by playing in Cleveland the entire time, because I love his old school mentality.
They're so
his
close.
team drafted me. Yeah, they were at one point.
They're so close. They just need better
Coaching?
coaching, and they're
Well,
right
no,
there.
because Kevin Stefanski was pretty good, and they fired his ass. So, what do you guys think? You get what do the Browns need to fix to get to hell, just back to the playoffs?
Yeah,
Never been to the Super Bowl.
Because they also have a rookie linebacker that had the defensive rookie of the year. You know, Carson Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger, huh? Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. He played amazing. I mean, 156 tackles, 11 for losses, and this is for a linebacker. 2.5 sacks, 2 interceptions, and 3 pass defensive hits. Passes, and he just
Pass
swats it.
deflections.
Yeah. That right there is very difficult. You don't see deflections, and I saw the Patriots defense do that in the playoffs and several times already, and I'm just like, they're stepping up. So if they're getting what they're doing, and they did it all year, I didn't even know they were that good all year long. That good, you know what I mean? Being able to just be that fucking there in the head to know that, okay, if he throws it I put my hand up. You know what I mean?
Well, the Patriots have one of the best linebackers to play the game
Yeah.
as their head coach, Mike Vrabel, man, and now one of the best coaches to coach the game. Anyway, what's our next? Or
Panthers. The Panthers. The only reason why I believe they made it is because of this one person. This one person alone.
okay,
Honestly, well, and their quarterback. Those two people alone. Do you know who I'm talking about? McMillan. You know who that guy is? Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, it was
The wide receiver for the Panthers. 70 receptions, over 1,000 yards, and then he had over 30%, almost 31% of the offense. Just him alone.
That's what kills me about the Panthers. So they get one good player every time. Who was their one good player before him? It was Christian McCaffrey. And what did they do? They used that horse. And,
And I believe it was him and the quarterback that got him there.
Yeah, I think Young is finally Bryce Young. He's short as hell.
They just
but I think
need players with him because if you only knowing that he used him that much and got there, if he had actual weapons out there, he could do some damage.
People gotta care.
People think he's not that good. I mean, we don't know. We don't give him an actual one weapon, just one. You give him one, and then guess what happens? Playoffs. One. Give him another. See what happens.
In the worst division in football.
Give him another. See what happens.
Might run away with the division. I don't know. That division was awful. The NFC South is awful, but they made it. With a winning record. Bucks couldn't hold on to it. The Buccaneers fell apart. But
let's talk about the Hall of Flame.
The Hall of Flames. This is where people catch on fire in a hallway.
Let's talk about the Hall of Fame class. How shall we? The Hall of Fame class.
There's already a couple I know for sure. Larry Fitzgerald.
We got. I'll name them and then we'll go list and we'll talk about them.
Okay.
We got Drew Brees. We got Larry Fitzgerald. We got Luke Kuechly. We have Adam Vinatieri and then Roger Craig. Roger Craig.
That's so
That's
surprising.
an old name, and it just why did it take him so long to get in?
I know.
Is beyond me.
No
in
idea.
the 80s, right? Somewhere in the 80s, right?
80s, 90s.
Yeah. Fucking.
No, it's insane. It's insane because those Niners scenes were dominant.
Fucking.
There's no reason this shit's like this long, especially when you have a guy like Luke Kuechly, who's, don't get me wrong, a very badass linebacker, but never won a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, he had a pretty short career. I believe he only played 9 years.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. The voters changed. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
the voters have been alive since 1960, whatever.
Yeah, Drew Brees though. Drew Brees, first ballot. Good for him, man. First ballot.
Deserved.
Yes, dude.
Most times going over 5,000 yards.
Yeah. He had 13-time Pro Bowl. He had won a Super Bowl 5 times, by the way, on 5,000 yards. 5 times.
5 fucking times.
That's
now we don't even
crazy.
see people do it anymore. And he made it look like it was like he was playing backyard football.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. And probably the most accurate quarterback I've
Yeah,
ever seen
his
play.
best year, 2011, when he hit almost 5,500 yards. He was shy by 24 yards of 55.
Mm-hmm.
And that is crazy. Over 70% completions. 7 times. Over 70% completions.
Yep.
Years. 1 All-Pro, which is unfortunate, but he had 2 Offensive Players of the Year, and then one Comeback Player of the Year in his 20 years that he's played.
No, never won MVP, I believe, right?
Nope, he never won MVP.
That's unfortunate because he was a quarterback at the same time.
And he's a first ballot. You think about a first ballot quarterback Hall of Famer, you think he's got to be an MVP at one point, right? No, not this guy.
Well, the argument behind that is who played quarterback with him.
You got Peyton
Peyton
Manning, you got Tom Brady,
Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers.
all these players that are really good that were fighting for it. So,
and half those guys, Tom Brady and Peyton Manning together, won enough MVPs to hold a decade up. So that itself is fucking insane. the fact that Breeze made it just shows how great of a player he actually was, and how much fun it was to watch him play all those years.
You know what? I think I now know who was behind Jerry Rice. I think it was Larry Fitzgerald.
In what?
In a single season. I think he was like right behind, wasn't he?
Receiving yards?
Yeah, and like
The record is Calvin Johnson.
was it? No, there was something that Billy
Calvin
Fitzgerald
Johnson.
had on Jerry Rice, but he was right behind Jerry Rice. Was
It might be in receptions.
Yeah.
And catches.
Yeah. He had Larry Fitzgerald.
Not even for a year. I think
17
it's
seasons,
shorter.
had 1,000 yards,
Larry
9
Fitzgerald's
times.
best quarterback he ever played with was Kurt Warner, and he played with like 16 different quarterbacks.
He had a 1,431 yard total touchdown year.
That's insane. Larry
1,431.
Was he at what?
He has a 1,431 reception yards.
Oh, receiving yards?
Yeah. Receiving yard, yeah.
Yeah, well, Calvin went over 2,000 yards. But Calvin played with a much better quarterback than Larry ever had.
He had second most yards behind Jerry Rice. Yeah. He had second most yards ever behind with 11 Pro Bowls. That's what I was thinking of, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All time. That is crazy.
Yeah, Larry
And to do
Fitzgerald.
it 9 times over 1,000 is like you're asking for too much for not. They won it one time with them, right?
No,
No,
they
they went. Yeah, they went.
They lost the Steelers.
Oh, I remember that
was
play.
The toe tap in the corner of the end zone.
And that drive early on where he went like 50 yards.
Of the middle. Yep.
Oh my
yep.
God.
Yep. Kurt
Oh
Warner did
my
that dime
God,
there
yes.
of the middle. Yep.
Oh my
And
God.
then the Steelers just happened to get the ball last. That's all it came down to. They got the ball last.
Mm.
It's Antonio Holmes, dude. What a catch. What a
God,
catch
man.
in the game. One of the best Super Bowls I ever watched. One of the best I ever watched. And I hate the Steelers, but goddamn, what a beautiful catch to end a season.
What do you think about Luke Kuechly getting in? What do you think about that? You think it's pretty nice? You think?
I don't think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I don't think so either. I don't think he is.
He
He's
was,
second year eligibility though. Second year. So he's not a first.
Oh, he's not a first. Okay,
But
I
yeah,
thought
it was a
Okay.
second year eligibility.
I still think it's too early.
Yeah.
So it's too early. This is, he's great. He's a great linebacker. Would kill to have him on the Cowboys, but didn't play very long. Never won Super Bowl. He did go to the Super Bowl, but
2019, he had that concussion and shoulder injury that really fucked him up.
yeah. Well, so my argument with Hall of Fame, right? In 20 years, will you remember that name?
Luke Kuechly, I will.
Well, okay.
Luke Kuechly was really good, and he wasn't on the best team.
I agree. Okay, so maybe my question was wrong. Maybe it's phrased wrong. What I mean is, let's say my kids get into football, right? My youngest kids. Will they know who Luke Kuechly is?
No, but they won't know who George Kittle is. They won't know any of these guys.
If their name's in the record books, they will.
Well, that's why Luke Kuechly's in the record book.
How many snaps did you watch Joe Montana take? How many snaps did you watch Joe? I
None,
watched 0.
but
you know who he is. That's my point. That's what I'm talking
But
about.
I'm saying he's in the books, and if you go and look on the awards, Luke Kuechly's going to be up there. And if you don't remember him, that's because you just don't remember. You'll know him. You better know him.
I'll remember him.
I'm just saying, but if you don't know him, it's because not many people are talking about it. But he will get more talk after this. Being a second ballot, he will get more talk. He will get more praise. He will then be remembered. You can't be remembered if it hasn't happened yet, you dingus.
Well, people were talking about Joe people were talking about Tom being the GOAT before he was
Yeah,
the
well,
GOAT.
this is going to change people's minds right here. All right, we're getting a little off topic. I'll talk about his receiving yards. This guy's pissing me off. This is how good Kuechly was.
He said his receiving years, by the way.
Oh, my bad. I mean, I meant.
I just clicked in my head.
I meant, yeah.
Luke Kuechly did not play receiver.
Yeah, could you imagine? I bet he could. I bet he could be a tight end.
Yeah, he probably could have.
He could have been a tight end.
Probably would have been the smartest tight end in football, dude.
He had almost 1,100 tackles with 18 interceptions to 12 and a half sacks in his career.
12. He only had 12 enough sacks. So he played linebacker. He was a middle linebacker.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Yeah.
That's
Middle.
fine. Yeah.
You guys gotta remember.
Yeah. At the same time as I just like I said, I don't agree with. I think eventually, like a Roger Craig situation, you wait 30, 40 years after.
I don't know. Maybe people would just like give him the slap, you know, and he just,
Like, yeah, let's give him a little dick slap and fucking let him be in the Hall of Fame because we feel bad. Anyway,
Adam Vinatieri.
Adam Vinatieri well deserved.
Yeah.
Second kicker to ever make it.
Yeah, that motherfucker is crazy. What is it? What is it? In 1996, earning a spot on the all-rookie team.
1996.
Scoring 120 points in the Super Bowl. In that 120 points?
In the Super Bowl?
No, in that Super Bowl era, probably. Super Bowl bound Pats was under. Yeah. So like in the time, 120 points.
Yeah, he had probably some of the most infamous.
That's a lot of points.
NFL
If you think about it, 120 points.
He won. God, he won New England two of their fucking Super Bowls.
Yeah, his game-time winning field goal in the divisional round against the Raiders.
Yep.
It's snow with snow. Or was
That was the Tuck
snowy?
rule game. Where they made the Tuck rule up because Brady fumbled.
1 for 45 yards out. Iconic. And that was in the snow?
Yes, it was. It wasn't just snow. It was a flurry. You couldn't see.
Yeah, and they were having problems that last game we saw in the prior
They
playoffs.
could have used Adam Vinatieri.
Yeah, they didn't have him. 2 years later, they beat the Panthers for 41. You know, so this motherfucker is fucking.
And they beat the Rams in the Super Bowl, and they beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl, all by 3 points. And how do you get 3 points? You kick a fucking field goal, right? Who's their kicker? Adam fucking Vinatieri. They won 3 Super Bowls in 4 years, and Vinatieri was a big fucking part of that.
And of course, we saved the best for last. Maybe. Roger Craig.
Finally! Where's David at? Not here. But he'd be losing his shit right now, talking about how it took way too fucking long. I completely agree. Roger Craig, one of the most badass players.
3-time Super Bowl champ.
Yep. Big reason Niners won Super Bowls. They did.
Second round pick in 1983 out of Nebraska.
He's a corn husker.
He had 1,000 yards from scrimmage each of his first 7 seasons, cracking 2,000 twice. His 1988 campaign is an all-timer. Craig led the league in 2,036 yards. First-time All-Pro, Offensive Player of the Year honors.
I want to say he was the first running back to have over 1,000 receiving yards.
Oh yeah, it was great. It is one of the only 3 NFL players in NFL history to record 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season.
Yeah, he was the first one, I believe, and then Matt Forte would have been, I think, the second to ever do it.
Alongside Hall of Famer Marshall Falk
Oh, Falk did
and
too.
current San Francisco star Christian McCaffrey.
That's insane.
McCaffrey, I'm telling you, McCaffrey.
Forte did 100
Yeah,
catches.
McCaffrey is still.
Yeah, McCaffrey's a monster. Marshall Falk was a beast to his own. Marshall Falk got the respect. He went in the Hall of Fame a long time ago. I was still in high school.
He got 3 touchdowns in his first Super Bowl appearance. 3 touchdowns. He scored.
That's what Mr. Montana at quarterback too, probably.
In just his second season.
Yeah, because Young only won 1 Super Bowl. So
Over 1,000 receiving yards against the Bengals, including the 29, the winning drive that they had. He was iconic for that as well. Because he basically had that 29-yard.
against the Bengals.
Against the Bengals. You don't remember that?
Do I remember that? No, because my parents were still in high school. I'm pretty sure.
All I'm saying is.
I agree. It's way overdue. Roger Craig should have been this fucking. He should.
Why do they do this to people like this? Wait so long.
It's
so
because
unfair.
The voters have changed. That's what it is. They were some old time fucking bitches, and now there's some still old guys, but it's a younger old guys. You know what I mean? Like it's not the same ones. Yeah. Those guys are done retired. They're not as prickly about it. But that is, I believe, all we got for you guys today. We didn't drink as much as normal. We were trying to cut it a little quicker because we want to get to my house for the Super Bowl.
As well as we don't want to get too fucked up for the Super Bowl beforehand.
Before the Super Bowl. 'Cause
By the
we're
way,
fucked up.
non-sponsored, these Voodoo Rangers aren't that bad. I don't lie.
Yeah, hey, so Voodoo.
I see why, with price and flavor, with the content that you're getting, is perfect. I'm telling you. I agree with that. I now understand what I've been hearing. I now understand.
If you never had the Juice Force Voodoo Rangers, they're really good.
That's probably what he's been drinking.
They're really good. Not every flavor is good, but I like these ones.
That one's good. This one's good.
Voodoo Ranger or whoever Macy's, New Belgium, whatever. I don't know.
You got a good flavor. I do not love IPA. Every IPA I've had, I put it down. I tasted this and it tasted good.
If you needed someone to sponsor Voodoo, we will be your guys. But if not, we'll still drink.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yep. Thanks for drinking with us.
If you are still here watching.
I'm sure you guys are. You guys love us. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell, the notification bell. Hit the like, comment, all that fun.
It'll help us out. Give us a comment on your favorite team and what do you think is going to happen next year.
Yeah, if you have topics you want us to dive into,
As well as that.
with our own opinions, you want us to save something for when David's here, once every 2 weeks. So next weekend,
We'll probably be
he'll
here.
be back. He'll be back. We'll go back to arguing with this big ass. If you want, you guys have topics you guys want us to argue about, joke about, whatever. We'll dive. You have suggestions on alcohol, please. We're not picky, and we are, but we aren't.
As well as suggestions on how to but like how to make our podcast better. You know, kind of topics or maybe anything could do with computers, could do with anything that can make us better.
I heard we know like lighting and sound are.
We have good lighting right now, I believe, but like we do want better lighting. We do want like backlighting, so we have
Yeah, the backdrop. It's all gonna improve.
We have shadows. We don't want shadows kind of thing. We're trying to eliminate the
everything's
shadows.
gonna improve.
Shadows
but
should not be there.
like you said, your guys' suggestions will help us, help you enjoy what we're doing.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Thanks for drinking with us.
Appreciate it.
Keep getting fucked up. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Go Hawks.
And we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys next weekend. Talk more Super Bowl talk, free agency talk, all that crap. Anyway, peace out, Bean Sprouts.
And we'll see you in the next one.
See you next time.